Hi, I'm Sarah Pettick with Noble Invention Bike Touring, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than some of the other videos on our channel. We have been under stay-at-home orders in quarantine for several weeks now, and we're getting into spring. It's a beautiful time of year, and I know that a lot of us are really starting to go a little bit stir crazy, trapped in our houses, not able to get too far from home. And I happen to be lucky enough to live right next to the Great Allegheny Passage, one of the best rail trails in the country. So I know some of you may have ridden the Gap, maybe you've been thinking about riding the Gap, but maybe you're not able to ride it right now. So I thought, hey, why don't we, since I happen to be here, go out and take a little bit of a ride on the Great Allegheny Passage here this spring, show you how beautiful it is as it's starting to get green and we're starting to see some of the spring flowers, and maybe this will give you a little bit of a diversion from your day, maybe let you feel like you're able to get out and do just a little bit of bike touring yourself. This is my Surly Troll. It's got 26-inch wheels, so it's more of a all-terrain touring around the world type of bike. So it's not a fast bike by any means, and it's definitely not fast now, but it does have a heck of a lot of ways to carry things. So I have my front bag with all my food. I have, with some of my food, snack food. We have a sleeping bag. We have part of my tent and kitchen in here. I have, I think there's a little bit more kitchen stuff in that bag. I have a sleeping roll in here. I think there's also some clothes in here. And if you come a little bit closer, I'll show you how much water I am going to be carrying, which is a little bit insane. I have one, there's another bottle carrier over here. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles, 5 bottles. This is for cooking. And then I also have a Camelback with another bladder of water. And let's see, I also have my helmet and my sunglasses and all of that gear. And then my husband, who's filming right now, but you're going to see him on the trail. His bike is similarly outfitted with the rest of our tent, more water, I think his clothes, and some bike stuff. Is that what you have? Bike tools, I think, that kind of thing. So food, more. Oh yeah, he has most of the food. So I think we're set to be totally isolated for one overnight and about 2 days on the trail. And then snap, by the magic of video editing, we are now riding the Great Allegheny Passage. we just got through McKeesport. If you've ever ridden the Gap, you know there's a little like zigzag you got to do through McKeesport. We give you maps for that. But we have made it through that, and we're now just before Boston, so we're kind of onto where the paved trail ends and then the actual like gravel rail trail starts. And if you've also been on the Gap, you might be interested in seeing this development. Look what they've done. They are starting to create some pathways through here.
They're restoring the trails because the floods from last year ripped it up pretty bad. Dead Man's Hollow was an industrial landscape that part of a sewer tile, so ceramic pipe that would have been used for sewers and field drainage.
So I picked a nice isolated spot here on the trail. We just have a bench here. You can kind of hear the birds and the wind. And Rich is gonna get us lunch. What do we got? Ooh, carrots.
Carrots. Smash sandwiches.
Yeah! That's what I like to see. Ooh, wow. Those are super smushed. Awesome. I think we have some crackers and stuff too, right?
Where's that?
I think it's in your bag on the front of your bike. Ooh, we got a kayaker in the river too. Two very isolated kayakers. This is Rich's bike, by the way. He is the food carrier. Nah, I think that's tea.
Crackers in there.
I deceived you by putting it in the hamburger bun plastic. Oh! Oh man, I was wrong. Nuts. That is the sound of the elusive carrot muncher. rode into Cedar Creek, so we are between West Newton and Perryopolis, and this area is traditionally where we come to look for spring flowers, because usually these hillsides are completely covered. And we're a little bit early, but I'm going to show you what we have so far. So usually this, or probably like a week from now, this whole hillside is just going to be covered in the white trillium, like all of this. And then you look across and all of that is going to be covered. These are the white trillium.
Correct.
Don't see any red ones. Wait for it. And I think these are like white trillium that haven't popped out yet. And over here, what are these little?
No idea.
No idea. Little purple pink ones. Great. Okay, this is my first question. See those red ones, which I can't actually get to? Right there.
Yep.
Are those red trillium?
They are.
Perfect. Now, I also can't get to these, but these next to it. What are the yellow things next to it?
Trillium.
Are they called yellow trillium?
I don't know, because
They're not the white ones.
I only thought there were two varieties, but...
And see, here's another one, like right here. It's kind of sad, but it definitely looks different, right? Mm-hmm. But very pretty. We don't know. And then, we were discussing this earlier, we think maybe these little ones, these little white ones might be
Dutchman's breeches?
Maybe because they got the two little legs on pants. I think we're a little early for all of that. But Easter's just about the right time, so. But this is a great little place to find all of the spring wildflowers popping up. Made it to the campground for tonight. Very nice and peaceful. Little bench and fire pit. And back here is the river. And I think our next step is going to be to relax. Maybe sit around a little bit. Then put the tent up and have dinner. But first, let's take a look at that beautiful river. There we are, magically. The tent is now set up. We had a chance to take a little bit of a break, and we actually have a shelter here and a fire pit and tables, and we are sitting waiting for our dinner to be ready. Looks like, what do we got to eat tonight here, Richard?
Chili mac.
Chili mac. Ooh. Oh, and over here behind you?
Bibimbap.
Ooh, bibimbap. And we have not tried this one before. Looking forward to it. It's supposedly has All real ingredients. And we really like, this chili mac is probably our favorite. We have this as a backup too. We love the Mary Jane's dry food because it doesn't have any no weird ingredients. So that's cool. And what else is on the agenda for tonight?
Photos of the river.
Oh,
there,
okay.
and fire.
Fire. And just relaxing. So hopefully we're just going to have a good night relaxing, have some dinner, and then we will see you in the morning. We had a nice slow morning here at the campsite. We have now broken down our tent. We're just finishing up packing, and then we are going to be on our way back to Pittsburgh. And we're enjoying the quiet bird sounds and the geese. A mine entrance. What mine was it? Banning mine. One of the, I think Banning 2 mine entrance. And it was abandoned when mining ended there. And then a local artist who lives right across the street over here, she's a mosaic artist, and she is also from this area. And so she's both using the abandoned mine buildings as a way to demonstrate her mosaic art and to collaborate with other mosaic artists from across the globe, and then also to represent the history and the traditions of this area. I don't know what her schedule will be for being open in the summer. I know she was talking about having more specific times in this upcoming summer, but you may or may not be through here when you can actually visit. Her art house studio is like right across the road here, and when you go by you'll see there's a sign that says like ice cream and pop and water, so you can buy that stuff, so it's a really good place to stop for that. You can get sign up for the tours there, and then also she has just these gorgeous mosaic magnets and pieces of jewelry, and they talk about the Gap, and they have bikes and things like that on them. And I'm definitely going to put a link to her work under this video, so that if you're interested when you're by here, if you're biking by here sometime in the future, definitely check them out. But if you're not able to bike by here, or if you're here when she's not open, definitely take a look at her website. I know you can purchase any of the mosaic pieces online, and she's happy to ship those, but it's just amazing what she's doing. And I will put a little bit of video I took from earlier this past summer when I visited the mosaics at the ruins, and you can get a sense of just what she's doing here and the scope of it. It's really, really amazing. taking a stop to look at the blue flowers that I love on this hillside. They popped out a little bit more just from yesterday. I don't know if it reads really well on the camera, but you can kind of see all the blue purple flowers, and it just goes the whole way down the trail on this side. So we are going to have a abrupt finish to our ride today. We're actually not that far from home, but all of a sudden it's going to rain. Hey, it's spring, that's what happens. So I'm going to cut this short now. We're going to secure our electronics. I hope that you're all staying healthy and safe, and I know you're all ready and raring to go, and we can't wait to get you back on the trails. If this video was enjoyable for you, you might want to check out some of our previous videos that I've done on the Gap, the Katy Trail, and the Virginia Capitol Trail. I think the Virginia Capitol might be my favorite two-day trip, so definitely check that out. And I was hoping to do a video of the Erie Canal Trail this spring. I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see if we get to that this summer. If these videos are something that you enjoy, please hit subscribe so that I know that this is something that you want us to do more of. Thank you so much for joining us on this quick overnight, and we can't wait to have everyone back out on the trails soon. Bye.